And if you can't tell by the music, we're going to attempt to play some Atlas today. The GenX team and I have been playing Atlas for, I don't know, maybe a month now. But we're getting some of our other players to join us. That's good coffee. And they were like, hey, you know, it'd be nice. Let's delete our single player game. They're like, hey, what would be nice is to have a quick tutorial on it. Alright, so we're gonna start a single player game real quick. I don't know anything about Blackwood. Never gotten it to work. Don't ask. Ocean is the default map. That's what we're gonna go with. We have a ton of mods here. I will have a list in the description, show notes, whatever. Please feel free to download them if you choose. Some of these mods we have because they have nice UIs and things that we want. Others because it's great for survival. Some of them are just for building. Some of them don't work. Decorative mods. Some of them have some tiny equipment that we can use that we like for our ships, even though the rest of the mod's broken. MultiVitamin's always a good thing. And then we've got a couple of other mods to give us some better skills and different ships we can build and whatnot. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's see. Over here, general, single player. I maxed out my damage, XP multiplier, taming speed, creature harvesting, and harvesting amounts. Everything else is left as is. I did make sure to uncheck the somewhere in here. You guys have probably already seen it, but I don't. Enable wild pirates. I uncheck that. You can enable it if you want. They're super strong in the very beginning of the game. It makes it basically impossible for you to settle anywhere. At any rate. Go ahead and click play single player, and now we wait. It's gonna take a minute. And while we wait, I'm gonna drink some coffee. Bright and early. What is it? Thursday. Thursday morning. No ladies in the house. They all went and had a week out with some friends in the remote recesses of the middle of West Virginia. They went on a trip. Yes, coronavirus is still a thing, but they're wearing masks. They're still social distancing. They're just, you know, sitting on a stream with inner tubes and soaking up some sunshine and chilling out at some parks. Alright, let's get to creating our Pathfinder. Obviously we're going to go with male. Come down here, blah, that's fine. Not an 8, let's do that. Let's do that. Y'all know I ain't that muscly anymore. I mean, maybe one day. I used to be, not anymore. Y'all know I'm a little chunkier, so let's fill it out there. There we go. And let's go to here. Yeah, that kind of looks like me waking up in the morning. Ugly as all get out. Alright. Hair color, yeah, that's about right. And whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay. Type in your name. Alright, so draw a tattoo. If you are part of the GenX team and you would like to have tattoos, click here, click load paints. I will provide you the template. It's already in our Discord, and then you click load painting. You notice our missing resources are none. This is the only time you can apply tattoos and not require the paints to do it. You do this in game, you're gonna have to build your own paintbrush and you're gonna have the paints. You won't need all of these, but you will need some of them. Now, this UI sucks. You can't turn your person to view anything. So always just come back into here, click on body, and then you can check out the tats. That's right, USN people. And the Willy Do It logo. There we go. So now that you have your tats, create Pathfinder. And we're just going to keep the default island. I don't know what it is. Alright. When you spawn into a single player game, you will spawn into a Freeport city. We are on the Freeport map here, this map, or grid. There should be more than one island on it, and all of them are the exact same, so it doesn't matter. If you're in the GenX server, you do not spawn at such a nice looking place. We have like mangroves, and you spawn in like knee-deep water, and yeah, then you have to go find the city. Okay. So we're in the city. First thing you're going to want to do is come out here, or if you're just spawning anywhere, and find fibers. Those things. You press E, it will harvest. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to sit here, we're going to harvest because... Oh, can I get that? There we go. We need about 300 or so. It shouldn't take long, especially if you've got all of your stuff boosted like I do. And if you're playing on the GenX server, then you have stuff boosted, because we did that. We did that for the entire server. Alright. The sugar cane's important. You're going to need it later. You won't need it right now, but, you know, while here, grab a ton of it. Alright, level up is available. You must access your inventory. I will just as soon as I verify that I've got enough plant fibers. These berries, you're going to need them, you'll eat some, and your crew that you hired to man stations on your ship, they prefer berries over everything else. So you might as well collect them now, because you're going to need them. Alright. I'm just going to grab this last little bit of fiber here, and anything else like the sugar cane. Okay. So now, let's hit I, access our inventory. You'll notice we have little glowy bits down here. We have to, in order to unlock our skills, we have to use our points here first, okay? So start off with, you can't carry much, and the heat and the cold is really going to hurt you. So these are the two you want to concentrate on in the beginning. I'm going to go with weight. The fortitude, let's go back to inventory. Each one of these will, you guys can read what it does, okay? There you go. Okay. You do gain experience over time. You'll notice that this is slowly ticking up. That's fine. We do want that to happen. Alright, so we're going to come over here to skills. Click on the very first thing, Survivalism. There's a lot of stuff in here that is not normally in here. You'll notice these cost 1 skill point to unlock, whereas this one and these two cost 0. So we're going to go ahead and unlock these because they're free. Why not? This one here is the warm weather clothing mod, and that's exactly why we were collecting all that fiber. The very first thing off the bat is you're going to want, obviously, the basics, tools of the trade, and then eventually you're gonna want to unlock this one here. But the very next thing is the construction and mercantilism. Our goal is to build a ship and get off of this island. So you'll notice that when we unlocked the purple one, just like if you were to unlock these here, or this one, or this one, or the beast taming master one, it will unlock skills along the top. Okay, this star is for quest skills. I don't know anything about it. Apparently if you do quest, you unlock special abilities. Good luck figuring that out. But we unlock this one here, construction and mercantilism. We're gonna click that. Drink some more coffee. Alright. So we are going to want these three things here, because we want to be able to build wood structures. There we go. Our goal is to take this skill here, to learn this one next, learn this one next, and then learn seamanship. This is going to set us up to be able to build seafaring ships. So now I hit escape, I hit I again, I come back in my inventory. You'll notice I get a lot of different things in here now. Right off the bat, we're going to go to armor, cloth. You will see two sets if you have the warm weather mod installed. This bottom set only takes fiber, and if you hover over it, you'll notice hypothermic insulation, -5. Where's it? There it goes. Hypothermic insulation 5. So this one will heat you up. This one will cool you down. And it's the same for all of these. These also take hides to make. These only take fiber. So definitely collect the fiber first thing and get to crafting. You just right click, craft one, or you hover over it and you hit E. Okay. Or double click. I'm a fan of the right click craft one. Now you'll notice you saw something in here where you can right click and craft an amount. You can set an amount by just clicking over, typing it in here if you wanted to, like 40, or you can just say craft all. In our case, we don't want to do that. We want to save as much of that fiber as we can because we're just starting out. The same concept applies when you go to your inventory to wear gear. Just remember that it's T to transfer, O to drop, and E to equip. Okay, so we can right click and we can equip, or we can drop, and you'll notice it's got the little E, O, and T right there. Alright. We could double click it, or we could just press E on the keyboard. And there you go. It's going to take a few seconds to equip all of our clothing. Even though it shows that it's on, you don't actually get the benefits right away. The same thing is for tools in the hotbar. Some tools, like the carbine rifle, when you equip, take upwards to 30 seconds. So please don't think that you're going to equip your rifle, run out there and shoot a tiger, because that's not going to happen. You're going to equip your rifle and then you're going to run for your life and try and hide and duck and get away from it, and then hope you reloaded it before the last time you unequipped it. And then turn around and hopefully shoot a tiger. But in my case, I generally miss. So, alright, now that we can survive the warm weather here on this tropical island, because it is warm, we need to get some basic tools, and we're going to do that by just running out here, picking up a couple of these rocks. Yeah, you know, grab the fiber too, why not? Alright, that should be enough rocks to get us started. Then we're going to come over here to this tree. And we're just going to not hit the pig, because he'll kill us, but punch it like it's Minecraft. And what we're looking for is at least 6 wood. There's 3, there's 4, there's 7. We're good. We're going to stop here, because every time we do that, we take damage. Alright. Let's go over the indicators over here on the right side of the screen. Hit I so I can move my mouse. Alright, right here. This is vitamin A, B, C, and D. You have to maintain your vitamins, and they need to roughly be right here in the middle for most of the game. If any one of these vitamins shoot up to the top, you're gonna end up poisoning yourself and dying, okay? XP meter, as it goes up, you'll notice this matches this here. The weight that you are carrying, it will match this icon here. You notice I'm carrying very little weight, and obviously the icon here shows that. The water in your body, this says how thirsty you are. If this goes all the way down, you'll die from dehydration. This is how full you are or how much food you have eaten. There are different kinds of foods, and different foods provide you different nutrients. You can overeat and it will hurt you, just like in real life. Or you can eat only one thing and it will hurt you because it will only do one of these nutrients. Cooking is a thing. You do want to learn how to make some basic meals because it's nice carrying around two different things, and those two different things will feed all of this at once versus carrying around four different things. And then eating a lot of those four things in order to fill yourself up when you only need to eat one of each of the two things and you're good. Anyway, this is your stamina. You notice the stamina bar matches the stamina here. If you overwork yourself, you're going to get tired. You lay down real quick, it will refill, just like in real life. If you lay down, you feel a little rested. But it will drain your fullness in the water a little bit. And this is your health bar right here. If you are on a ship or on a creature that you are riding, these same icons will appear up here in this corner. This would be the creature or ship's stats, and yours will stay down here, and this will be your stats. Okay? We have another level up. I'm going to go with some more weight because we need to be able to carry stuff. And we're going to work our way down to unlocking Seamanship. So let's do weaving, secrets of that, and Seamanship. We only have 2 skills left, so let's go over to Seamanship and unlock that. Alright, there is Ships Plus here. These Ships Plus ships and almost everything else about it is broken. What is not broken is Ship Designer. The figureheads, the smithy, the loom, you see those various things that you're able to make. Bookshelf, food larder, ammo box. All of that stuff right there. All of that stuff works. Except the wind catcher. We don't know because we haven't found ice yet to test it. But everything else works. They are lighter weight. They are smaller. Most of the hitboxes work. In the case of the loom, they didn't do the 2 hit. It's still taller. The hitbox is taller for the loom than the loom actually is. So, special way to place it on ships. You basically put it underneath the stairwell, and for whatever reason, it glitches in and fits perfect. Other than that, everything else works. Everything else is tiny, and so we keep Ships Plus in because we like the smithy, we like the forge, the loom, things like that. Okay, you do you. You don't need one of these. I happen to like it, so I'm going to unlock just those 2. All right, and that's it. Next time around, we're going to do the basics of sailing. You'll notice there's piracy and there's captaineering. We're also going to unlock those. We will not do anything else in Ships Plus. You can build the sails. Ships Plus sails come with lights already attached, which means that's one object that you're building with versus, you know, however many lights plus the sail. So if you attach 3 lights to a sail and you attach that sail to your ship, that's 4 objects. There is an object build limit per ship. I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. I don't know how to set it. But you can attach only so many objects. So, when you build a ship, you want to make sure you build it, and then you attach your cannons first so it's armed, and then you can go around and decorate to your heart's content, because you're going to hit that build limit, and it would suck to build a ship and decorate it out and then go to arm it and be like, wait, I can't put a cannon here because I've reached my build limit. Yeah, that's happened. All right, let's see. I think that's it for now. Now we are going to go collect materials. Oh, we already did that. So let's open up our inventory. We're going to go back up to the top. Alright. Say you wanted to craft something and you didn't have the resources and you don't know what the resource is to craft it. For example, I'll show you. Structures, crafting structures, okay, right here. See how it says for this mortar and pestle, we need hide and stone. If that does not pop up, there's a little toggle tooltips here. Sometimes, I think it's G is the hotkey. I can't, let me try. Okay, yeah. So if you're in an inventory or in a crafting station or something and you hit G by accident, you'll turn that off, okay? So just come over here and click it, and then you'll be able to get the pop-ups again, because if it's off and you highlight over stuff, you're not going to get pop-ups, okay? So you're going to want that turned on. Alright, so we are making some basic tools, some primitive tools. So we are going to go to weapons, primitive, melee, and the only thing we can make is this pick. So we're going to just craft one of them. Drag it down, drop it in 3, hit escape, and you'll notice I can't equip it yet because that counter has got to count down. Alright. For those of you who have played Ark, it's the same way here. A pick on a tree gets you thatch. It does get you a little bit of wood. We're going to need the thatch anyway, so I might as well grab it. And I think this is going to be plenty of thatch for what we need. Come over here to the rock. Now, any item here in the game, if you look at it and you hit H, it will show you what it's going to give you. Okay? And this is going to give us stone, flint, and metal. And look at there. We got some stone, we got some flint, we got some metal. And I think we have enough of all the different materials now to build out the rest of our tools. Let's hit I, come back, and as you see, they're all lit up. We're not making a torch. If you start on a server and it's a very cold environment, build a campfire or a torch. That will help keep you alive. But we don't need that right now. We're going to do an axe, and then we're going to do a spear. Let's pull our axe down. We're going to wait for that. And we're going to grab our spear. Alright. Here's the thing about the spear. Once it pops in, there we go. We're going to hit 1, bring it up. If we hit left mouse button, it will throw this spear. You will never see it again. Okay? If you right mouse button, it just uses it like I don't know, I guess it just, you know, you get to keep it, but it uses it as a melee weapon. That's what we're going to do with it. Okay? Let's go back to our tools. We're going to need a little more metal, a little more coffee, and we're going to need some more wood. Well, we have a level up. And I think this will give us enough wood for what we want to do next, which is go kill something, because we're going to need hides. Unfortunately, veganism is not an option in the world of Atlas, which would be cool. Alright. Where is it? I hear it. I want to tell you guys about it. Here it is. This is a treasure map. First, let's get rid of the green text. Give me the ability to carry more weight. We are going to do this and unlock Captaineering. We're going to do this and unlock Piracy. Now, we're going to do Shipwright, which is going to let us build a sloop. Alright. And we want the medium speed sail next. I just have to find where it is. Medium handling. medium weight, small speed sail, and there's the medium speed sail, which is going to take this one and this one. Alright, so what do I need for those? I need more experience. So we're going to hold on to our experience. Alright, back to this. Treasure map, quality 0.5. Alright, let's go over the map real quick. There are 2 maps in this game. You can hit M, Mike, on the keyboard, and it will bring up a map. The Fog of War is enabled in single player, so good luck figuring out where you are, but if you hit plus and minus, you can zoom way in, zoom way out, okay? If you hold right click, you'll bring up your compass, and just like in real life, the red arrow points north. So let's get that situated. There we go. I am facing north right now. Alright, if I hit control, it brings up the camera and I can take a picture. Alright. Okay, you see on the bottom right hand corner now, I want to, sorry I'm jumping all over the place, but I just noticed that we're getting sun on the bottom right hand corner. Right here. Oh, it's hidden by my bar. There's a little sun icon. It basically means it's getting hot, okay? Couple of things you can do. Number 1 is wear the gear that I just told you about, and number 2 is come out here into the ocean. Let's get rid of our map, and hit X, and it's gonna dive in and dive right back out, because X lays on the ground. X is an X-ray, lays us down prone. C is a crouch. And C again will stand us up. Alright, back to the map. Sorry about that. You can't see it because of my ribbon down there at the bottom, but now it says that I have 85% wetness. My heat icon has disappeared because I'm cooling off now. Water's evaporating from me. Oh, it came back. That's fine. Okay, back to the maps. The other way to open a map is hit I, and you've got your standard interface here that you guys have been seeing, but if you look all the way over here, it says Atlas. You're going to click that, and look at that. That is an Atlas. You can use your scroll wheel to scroll in and out. Alright. I know in this map there's metal right around this area here, so if I wanted to put a marker down, I just grab this marker right here, and I drag it over here, and I could drop it right here, and I could say metal. I'm going to hit accept, and now there's a marker over here, and if I hover over it, it says metal. To get rid of it, you just right click it, and voila. If you're on a server and you are an admin, you'll notice you have the company-wide option. Everybody in the company can now see this. You only have a certain number of them. I think it's like 10 or 12 of them that you can use. I don't know. I'm not an admin on my server. So, use them sparingly, in other words. Yeah, so that's how you find the map. That's how you view where you're at. It's also how you view where other people in your company are at any given time on the map. Alright, we're going to hit X here. Now, treasure maps. You walk up, you hit E to collect them. If I open up my inventory, you will see a treasure map. It has a green health bar on the bottom. The more you use this treasure map, the more that health bar goes away. Okay? So, you notice that it does spoil eventually. And it's telling you there's at least, you know, a little bit of gold in here. You drag that down to your hotbar, you hit a button, and it will bring up your map and the treasure map. Let's zoom in and see if we can find this. And I'm looking... Oh! This might actually be right around here. There's no way it's around here. That's not this island. I'm pointing at the screen like you can see it. Because that's right where I'm standing. There is no way. Tell me I'm crazy. And this don't look like the spot over here. I'm looking at my little red X on my left-hand map here. Tell me I'm crazy and this don't look like the spot over here. Right around this area. Right? Am I nuts in thinking this? I've actually never dug up one of these. I've never found one that was close enough to me right where I was to go do it. But tell me this don't look like it's like right around here somewhere. Alright, so what you would do in this scenario is you would need a shovel and you would have to dig around here to find it. I don't know where it is, and I'm not making a shovel right now. So, we're not doing this. But, that's the basics of what you would do. Alright, now how do I get rid of it? There. Voila. Okay. That looks like it might be here. Alright, so what I've heard of other people doing is running around, grabbing a ton of berries and taming pigs, and then running out here and getting the treasure. When you dig up the treasure, it spawns a couple of bad guys, and you have to fight them off, generally. This is why I don't think it's this island. There are no bad... There's no hostile creatures on this island. So, I don't think that this is the island that it's pointing to. It looks like it, but I don't think that's the case. Alright. Let's see, what can we go real quickly next? We do need to kill something, so let's go see what this pig's level is. Level 13, I think we can take him. We're gonna try. Oh, there we go, we got it. The reason why I did that quickly is because I did not see another pig around. Be careful when you do this. If there are other pigs, they're gonna come after you. And it's not gonna be pretty. It's like those of you who have played Minecraft and you hit a pigman. Yeah, that's what it's like. Let's grab a little more metal and stone while we're here, some flint. I don't really care about the stone at the moment, but it's here, so I might as well grab it. And I think I have enough of everything else. Let's open up my inventory because I am encumbered. You can't see it down here at the bottom. There's a little encumbrance sign. But if you look over here at my weight, you'll notice it's almost all the way filled. Yeah, it's because I'm a little heavy. So we're going to sock some more into weight. Alright. What did I say I was unlocking next? The weights, the sails. So we want the medium speed sail. So I'm going to do the small one. And then I'm going to do, what's the requirements here? Small speed sail, medium handling sail. Oh, that looks like it comes from here. Maybe it does. No, medium handling sail. So, tell me that line doesn't look like it goes there. It comes over here though. Medium handling sail. So we're going to do that one. And now I've got 4 more points. So you'll notice the yellow bars all the way out. So I've met the requirements. I just need 4 more skill points to put in here. This is one of the mods. I could do another sloop, but we'll do that next time. We're just going to stick with the vanilla stuff for now. Eventually we're going to want to unlock artillery, which is going to require us to do this here. Which we already got the handling sail, so now we need just 4 more skill points. So 8, we need 16 skill points. So we can unlock artillery and get our sloop going. Alright. Does it say we have another level up? Did we have 2 in a row? Yes, we did. I like that. Alright, let's see. We have 11 points now. Let's go ahead and grab our sail. We're gonna go ahead and grab our intermediate, and next time around we will unlock artillery. Alright, I can move a little bit now. Now that we have some hides, hopefully there's enough. And we have wood, thatch, fiber. Try to think of what else we would have needed. That's it. I need a refill on my coffee. It's almost empty. I'll go take care of that here in a minute. Let's go see if we have all the materials we need now to at least set sail. Possibly get off the island, but I would rather build a ship first and then crew it. Okay, I'm walking past all these people here. This guy down there at the end, when you first spawned in, he's a cosmetics dealer. You will buy skins, alright? And so say you have a piece of armor here, right? You could skin this and make it look like something else. It's stupid expensive, and we don't buy them early game, okay? You only buy them when you're rolling in money. This guy here is your crew vendor. You hit E on him, and you can buy a token to respec, unless you're on a server, in which case they may allow respec. We allow respec. But then there's a crew member. You can crew up your ship with that guy there. Oops, sorry, phone went off. I'm actually on call for work, so I had to pay attention to it. Alright. You can crew your ship right here. Again, you would just click on them and hit E, right click on them, recruit, or double click on them. But you need 5 gold. This will always stay darkened and it will never light up. I don't know why, it just doesn't, but there you go. That's how you get crew. We're gonna come down here to this guy. There are other ways to get crew, but for now, that's how we're gonna get crew. For this guy here, we're gonna hit E, and you'll notice we can make a raft. You can buy a sloop, or you can make a little dinghy. A dinghy sucks. You have to row your boat everywhere. The raft's a little bit better. It has the plus of not getting shot at by ships of the damned. And a sloop, it kind of sucks too. We're going to build one later, but the original one you buy is just not worth it in my opinion. Alright, so again, right click, craft one, double click it, or just hit E. We're going to double click it and it's going to want us to name it. I need a name. Yes, I know. That's what I'm calling it. You don't have to like it. Alright, so the TNM Gaming mod allows me to hit Control F on a ship and bring this up. I am overweight right now, so there's no way I could jump this gap, but I can hit raft sail teleport, and I am teleported to the sail. Actually, I wasn't overweight, I could jump. But also, if I am stuck in the water, and I cannot get up onto my ship, I can Control F and just teleport to the main deck, or the sail, or the podium, or the wheel, or my bed. But let's get our raft outfitted, and we're going to do that by just coming out here, typing in storage. One of the things I unlocked was being able to build a box to put this stuff in, and that's what I'm going to do. This thing here, I'm just going to drop it, because we're not going to do it. Alright, we're going to line this up at the center. I can push it all the way to the back until it starts to rise up on that back part, and then we're going to drop it right there. You double click to drop it. Single click, you saw it brings up a rotation thing, and we'll do that next time around. I'll actually show you how to rotate something. Dump everything in there. Let's pull most of this back out. that, and that. Alright. We need a campfire, craft wood, and we need a bed. And we're missing fibers, but fibers are easy to get. Oh wait, maybe I have them in here. Yes, I do, and I have just enough. It's almost like I planned that. So we're gonna grab one of those as well. Alright. Let's pull these down. And let's get these placed. I'm gonna drop my campfire over here. And I'm gonna drop this right here, except I'm gonna show you all. If I click once, you'll notice the rotation, and then I turn my camera around, and now I can place it that way. That's how you rotate an item. Alright, see the dark blue text, quick pickup? If I don't like where it's placed, I can walk up to it, hold E, and pick up. Right? If that text doesn't exist, chances are is you probably won't be able to pick it up. I don't like where that is. I'm gonna right click and get rid of it. Oh, I just crafted another campfire because apparently I had things in my inventory and I hit the button. That's unfortunate. That's a waste of materials and I did not want to do that. Alright, we're going to split this in half. Split all, or split by amount. Well, let's just put 50 in. Alright. We're going to take the rest of this and throw it in here. We're going to take our wood and our meat. Alright, it's E to access inventory, or hold E, access inventory, okay? Or walk up to an inventory and hit F, okay? Get some more coffee. Alright, grab our wood, throw our meat in, hit light fire. We're just going to let that cook. And while that does that, I'm looking around to see if there's any fish in the shallows that I can jump out and spear, but I don't see any. Alright. We are now ready to move to a different part of the island, but let's talk gold, because we were talking about getting crew over here, right? So many things to go over. Alright, the crew costs gold, and you notice it was 5 gold each, right? Well, we don't have gold. So there's a couple ways to get gold. Remember how that treasure map was 1, right? The other way is to make a shovel, and I don't even know if I can make a shovel. I would have to make a smithy first. You can make a shovel and then go dig for gold and dig up a treasure. The other way is to make a chair, and if you are on a ship, you would use a fishing net. And you would place a chair here, and you would sit down in the chair, and then you would use your fishing net, and it uses saps or worms for bait, and the worms can be gotten with a shovel, digging around on the shore until you find a spot that lets you dig, and then you dig there and you'll get worms and fibers and twigs and open up water holes and potatoes. Those are things you can get through there. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this campfire because it's not needed, and then I'm going to click these to make sure I don't craft anything else and that my hotfire's clicked. Alright, the other way to get gold, and one of the easiest I think, because you can't get shot in this, nobody wants to shoot you when you're in a raft, okay? Walk up, man the sails. Okay. You notice when I jumped off, it dropped an anchor. As that white icon indicates, the raft is anchored. So to remove your anchor, you're going to walk up, you're going to hit E, you're going to press W. And that's it. We are now afloat. Now, to pilot a ship, It's W for forward and S to stop. And you have to keep holding it to have it pull in the sails all the way. But you notice I'm not backing up very fast, but I am backing up just a little bit, just ever so slowly. Well, I don't have any wind, so how am I going to back up? So you can back up, but it's really, really slow, okay? Spacebar will completely open your sails, and Z will completely close them, okay? A and D will turn you left and right. Alright? And notice at the top right hand corner there is a green semicircle. That's my sail. The white arrow is the direction of the wind. And I'm in a level 1 raft. And you'll notice at the top right there, you can't really see it because of my stream bar there, but there's the help icon, just like I have on the bottom right. And then there's the weight of the ship, and you can see that one. And then there is the XP of the ship. Right now, just like me, the ship is gaining a little bit of experience over time. The ship will level up over time. In this case, it's a raft. But while it's dark out, because I'm blind, I usually need a little help seeing, and these things kind of glow a little bit, kind of like those bottles do on the shore. We're going to go out and we're going to look for flotsam. Flotsam is the other way you can find gold. We want at least 10 gold, preferably a little more gold than 10, because once we hire 2 crew, we also need to pay them a salary aboard the ship. So we will build a ship, we will crew the ship after we purchase the crew, and then we're going to have to pay them over time, because they don't work for free. So one of the best ways, I think, to find gold early game is to just go get yourself a little raft, and come on out here, like so, and circle this island. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Come all the way out here. I'm going to angle this a little way. Kind of go into the wind a little bit. There we go. I want to go to the right side of this little rock outcropping here. And then I'm going to circle around to the left. And I'm going to go all the way around this island out here, in hopes that I can find some flotsam. Alright, a little bit of vocabulary for your ship. If it is saltwater and it is big enough, it's called, oh, those are pirate ships. And I do not know if pirate ships will try and sink me, so we're not going to play with pirate ships. We are going to leave. Pirate ships may be mean, that's part of a mod, and it hasn't been tested if they will sink a raft. We'll know shortly, because they will come after me and blow me out of the water, in which case we'll start back on shore with nothing. Because I'm not coming back out here to get it. To get all the flotsam and the diving for shipwrecks or anything like that. Alright. So, little vocabulary for your ship. It is a ship, it is not a boat. Saltwater boats are known as ships. If it is big enough to hold another boat, it is a ship, okay? What I mean by that is, if you can apply a dinghy platform to it, and it is in salt water, then technically, it is a ship. The end. The raft is not a ship, it is just a raft. Although I'm calling it a ship anyway. Ah, there is a shipwreck right here. And a decent quality one at that. I could attempt to dive for this just solo without a diving platform. This would be an excellent source of early game resources if you could get down there and hold your breath long enough. We could try it. I don't really have anything on me except for my clothing, which, I mean, I could take off. So let's do that. Let's take off our clothing because I think we're gonna try it. It's dark. I won't be able to see anything, but I can respawn right back here on this bed. All right. Oh, my inventory. Let's get rid of this too. Alright. Really quickly, you see the raft has a level up. Let's... What is that? If that's a shark, we're not going to be able to do it. He'll kill us. I don't... If it's a manta ray or a shark, then we're dead if we jump in the water. Well, we don't really have anything to lose. Alright. For the raft, let's apply its level. We're going to look at the raft. We're going to hit F, Foxtrot. We're going to bring up a very similar interface to what we have. You'll notice this is the raft. And for this thing, all it needs is weight because we're not doing anything else with it. Alright, there are no skills associated with the raft, don't worry. And we can hit escape. Alright, let's jump in. We're probably going to die and get eaten by the shark, but we can just respawn right here on the bed. We don't have anything in our inventory, so we don't even need to go after our corpse if we die. Okay, it was a fish. A big fish. Alright. You'll notice our breath on the top right hand corner. We're probably going to die down here. And okay. It's very dark. I do not have a dive light, and it's nighttime outside, so I don't really have any way to make it brighter for you. Oh, there's the mast. I can barely see it. Our breath is about halfway. We're gonna have to be quick about this if we do it. And alright, we're down here. I just don't see the... Oh. We're gonna die. I cannot see it. Oh, there's a sunken treasure. But you have to be able to... Yep, we're almost dead. We're not gonna make it back up. And it's too dark for me to see where I need to swim down there to go get it. Come on, get up there. Get up there. We're not gonna make it. Well, you get to see what it's like when you die. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Come on. There it goes. He's starting to... Oh, wow. Alright, let's pop to our bed. Let's see if I can warm up quick enough and crawl up near here to get warm. There we go. I'm warmer. Alright, so no, I do not have enough lung capacity to dive down there. Let's hop back down here. Oh, I hear a whale. Alright, I'm now warmer. Let's get my health up. The heartbeats are starting to go away a little bit. Come on, health. Back up here. Alright. We should be okay. If not, we'll just die. And respawn. Hit spacebar to open our sails, and since I can't get down there for that, I should have put a couple of points into fortitude and a couple of points into air, but oh well. Weight is more important because this is really what we're out here for, is this. This is flotsam. I'm gonna hit Z to close my sails, and I'm going to slowly try and inch my way over here. You do not want to run over your flotsam, it will break apart and you will end up with nothing. Alright, we're going to hit Z, hit E to come off of the sails. I'm going to crouch down really, really low. We're going to walk over towards it. Okay, perfect. I can access the inventory from here. Look at that, 8 gold right there. This is what we want. We just need one more of those, because we need at least 10 gold. So let's dump all of it in here. Where's my berries? I'm going to eat some of these real quick. Just to give me some good food. It's really hot out right now. So let's grab my clothing back. Get T to transfer. And grab my tools back. I'm no longer bleeding to death or injured. Raft has another level up. Go with the weight. And let's wear my clothing. Alright. We can set sail again. Hit space bar. And now we're going to go around this side. Usually there are a ton of ships right here, and they're glowy just like that is. Just like the flotsam was. There'll be some glowy ships. They'll be anywhere from green to red, dark red to orange. And the more red it is, the worse it's going to hurt you. It looks like I have a level up again, so we're going to hit I. Alright, so I have a little weight. I'm going to throw some in Fortitude next. And what did I say I was unlocking next? I got the speed sail. I want to unlock artillery, so we're going to do that. Piracy, we want the basics of piracy, and we want secrets of piracy. We also need to unlock these two things as well. Actually, we need to unlock everything in Captaineering, but we'll do piracy because we only need those two. Now we are out of points. That's all we actually need from piracy, so we're going to leave that alone. This lets us make the grappling hook, and this lets us make that diving attachment. And with the diving attachment, we can go dive for shipwrecks without killing ourselves. The next thing we're going to do is Captaineering, and we're going to unlock the basics of crew and the lieutenant podium. And let's keep a lookout for more flotsam. That looks like a ship out there. Alright, so we're going to turn into the wind. So we will not be traveling very far, very fast. There we go. Get it back to orange. There. Alright. Zigzagging, traveling like this is called tacking. There's actually a word for tacking one direction or tacking another, and I don't remember it. One is called tack, and the other one is called something else. Jimmy and I were discussing it the other night. He is a seafaring person, having worked at marinas and whatnot, and I used to be in the Navy, but it's been a long time, people. I don't remember these things all, perfectly. So I don't know what it's called. So it's just generally referred to as tacking, but the tacking in a specific direction does have a name. Hold a moment. Alright, raft has another level up. You have to come off of the raft. You notice it's very red out. That means there's a massive heat wave. It makes me super happy that I've got this cool clothing on. Alright, we are going to tack to our right. This brings us to more vocabulary for the ship. Alright. For this, let me come off of here. Hit Z. And then we can just come off of here with E. Alright. This is the forward facing part of the ship. So we bow forward, okay? So this is the bow, is the front. The rear is called the aft, okay? The right side of your ship, this is called starboard. And the left side of your ship is called port, okay? Now, if I'm facing this direction, my left is on the port side. If I am facing this direction, my left is on the starboard side. The sides of the ship never change. If the ship turns around and it's going that direction, if I do an about face and I'm heading in this direction, whatever direction that is, that means that the forward portion of the ship, the bow, will be pointing that direction. The port side would actually be over here. It would still be called the port side, okay? So, directions on a ship are based on the ship, okay? Port is always port, and starboard's always starboard. If you see lights on a ship, like, example, running lights or whatnot, P-O-R-T is L-E-F-T, and port line is red, so red lights for the port, green lights for the starboard. Alright. So, port and starboard. Bow, aft. Any questions? Let's continue. I was saying left and right in the beginning because I had not gone over the directional vocabulary for you. But yes, it does make a difference, especially when you are in a group of 3 or more people and both of you go to make a turn. One turn towards starboard and the other turns to port, and you smash into each other. You will bust up your ships and you will sink them both. So, be careful and communicate with your partners, with your other shipmates when you are out at sea. Alright. Those are more pirates. This is from a mod again, and I don't know if they will attack or not. So we are going to try to avoid them for right now. I need a little more gold. But of course I have to go directly into the wind. So we're going to try and tack around them in hopes that they do not attack me. And we're looking for one more flotsam of decent quality. And just going to try to stay away from those guys. Alright, there are some rules when you are out at sea. Rule number one, cardio. In this case, rule number 1 is no AFK. It's raining. Okay. Rule number 2, if it is foggy out and you cannot see where you're going, you hit Z, you close your sails up, you close up all your sails, and you sit there and wait for the fog to lift. Ships, pirate ships, ships of the damned, all of those guys, they will spawn in around you and be a higher level during that time, in which case you will get owned and you'll die, and that'll be the end of your ship. Rule number 3 is if it is raining and cyclones start to appear. If a cyclone appears out here, we're dead. There's no way this little raft is going to be able to handle a cyclone. I should actually turn around and go with the wind now that the wind is changing because of the rain. There is a storm. Let's not run into that rock. So let's try and get up this coast as quick as possible around this rock here in hopes that we can find some decent flotsam and pray that we do not see a cyclone. A cyclone is not a cyclone out here in the ocean. It's actually a water spout. And they will wreck your ships, so be careful. I generally just set a course and drive through them and then run around with my repair hammer afterwards and repair everything. But this raft is so tiny, it's not really going to be salvageable or repairable, and I don't have a repair hammer anyway. Alright. If a cyclone starts, they start and they form wherever your camera is facing. In this case, I would probably get a little closer to shore and face my camera at shore, because cyclones cannot start out on shore, they have to start here in the ocean. It always rains when I go to sea. So if you're traveling with a group and they're behind you, don't look directly behind you, because the cyclones are going to start right there in front of them. You look off to your port, your port or your starboard sides, okay? And I'm not finding any flotsam out here now that it's raining. I just need a little more gold. I guess it doesn't matter. We can always make the gold we need. I could just spawn some in. This is just a tutorial after all. So let's head back to shore. And we're gonna start building our first ship. Going to actually try and put in port over here. I'm gonna, oh, is that a big ginormous shark? Yes it is. You just saw him in the water. Hopefully he'll beach himself and we can get some fish, some shark meat. But until then, we're gonna come over here and then beach ourselves right around here. It's fine. There's a nice channel right there. I might use that to put a... There's a nice channel all through here. We might build a shipwright right around this area. Alright, so... I'm not sure where I want to put in port then, if we're going to build a shipwright right in here. Basically, you want your water deep enough that you can set sail, originally set sail, but not have anything underneath your ship to cause it to scuttle itself the very moment you release it from the docks. But the water can't be too deep, because, oh, there's a manta ray. Did you guys see that? He's right over there. We're just going to hit Z, close our sails, and I think the ship's done. We're going to just let that anchor there. Alright, I'm going to go refill my coffee. Give me a few minutes, and I will be right back. Alright, we're back. How's it going, everyone? Alrighty, so I said we needed more coins, right? So I'm going to enable cheats for this, so that way, oh, hey look, this is what we need right here. This guy, he did beach himself. Anytime you find a beach fish, come over here with the axe, chop them up, get the meat, get the skin, and now we have fish to go with our cooked meat. I can drop that, we don't need it. I do need all the meat though. Let's deposit all of this. Okay. I have a level up. Let's take it. Do some more fortitude. And I need the podium. Basics of crew. And now we need to come over here to artillery. And we need 6 more to get that. Okay. So, because it's a tutorial, we are going to do, you hit tilde, bring that up, enable cheats, I think is what it is. Here, paste this, and it should be cheat, GFI, coin, 100, and you'll see we have added 100 coins. Alright. So just pretend we went out and collected, 50 some odd coins. Doesn't matter. Alright. Let's look at our materials real quick, because we're going to build a ship dock. In order to do that, we need to look at the materials we have, because we're going to need more. Alright. Wood as a resource. Thatch as a resource. Stone as a resource. This is fish oil as a resource, and this is fur, and it's a hide as a resource, and this is skin as a hide as a resource. So you notice the fur, the skin, and the oil, they're actually specifically named, a fish oil, or a skin as a type, or a fur as a type. But the rest of these are just wood, thatch, stone, fiber, flint, and the most important one, metal. Okay, here's the thing. These are all generic items, okay? They're what's known as base materials. You can only harvest base materials from a Freeport island. When you go to other islands, you will have a type of material. So you'll have, for example, copper for your metal, or iron for your metal. And those are the two easiest to turn into alloy ingots. They call them alloy, but they're actually ingots. I think copper requires sap, wood, and copper metal in a forge, and you can turn it into an ingot. They call it alloy. For wood, you'll have wet wood, strong wood, dark wood, light wood, soft wood, aged wood, iron wood, okay? Hide, you can get plain hide if you dismantle something. Like if I were to dismantle the bed, even though I used fur to make it, I won't get fur back. I'll get hide, and it'll look like this icon, but instead of saying skin resource hide, it'll say hide resource hide. You'll get different types of stone, different types of flint, and different types of fiber. For example, when I was down there at that shipwreck, you couldn't see it because it was really, really dark. But there was seaweed down there, and if I were to have collected some seaweed, I would have gotten fibers. They would have said seaweed resource fibers. There is oil shale sometimes, and you can collect oil that way. If you dismantle something that has oil in it, then it will give you oil, resource oil. So for every material out there, there is a base material, okay? And these are generally the base materials because this is the island where you would get them. This is why you want to get off the island as soon as possible. Go to a different island, preferably one that when you walk up to it and you see a rock and you hit H, you know, preferably something that says copper or iron, because that's going to be the best thing, the easiest thing for you to turn into an ingot later in order to get cannons going, okay? So here on this island, we only have base materials, so I'm probably going to just summon in some copper because I don't really want to have to go off to another island and then come back and then crew again to man my cannons. I'd rather just build it all here and then show you how it's done, okay? But in single player, you would have to leave this island. You would have to go get your materials, and then you'd have to come back to get more crew. Alright, see how that bird just landed here? On the raft? Let's hit F. I want to show you something about your ship. Right now we've been putting it all into weight because it doesn't matter. I'm not going into battle with this thing and I'm not crewing it, right? But you see ship crew is 1 of 4. Well, when that bird landed up here, I'm up here right now, so it's 1. But if that bird landed up here, it would have been 2, okay? Here's the thing, if your crew is maxed out because you have that many NPC crew members on, and a bird comes along and lands on your top deck, you now have 1 extra crew. Congratulations. And your ship's gonna sink. Yes. So always keep at least 1 extra, probably 2, just in case a bird decides to come over and land on your deck. Now for us, it didn't matter because we're anchored, so we can, you know, pile the crew up here, but the moment we leave anchor, the raft will sink. It will start to sink right away, okay? So keep that in mind. I'm trying to think of what else we need. I think that's it for now. Let's go ahead and move on to building our ship dock. And for that, we're just going to plop in some. Those are for planks. No gold. Yes, I did this whole thing. There it is, wood base. We're gonna plop in some wood. We're gonna plop in some stone. As if I went out and collected it. We're gonna get what else? Fibers. And we're gonna get thatch. Alright, and let's see. I think that's gonna do it. I am severely overweighted right now. So let's grab, oh, we're gonna need base metal as well, but I'm thinking we're gonna do let's see if this works. Yes, we have 1,000 iron now. Okay. So there's your iron, and you can see that that metal looks different than that metal, okay? The reason we did iron is because we can smelt it down in a forge and make cannons. Alright, so let's build ourselves a smithy. And I'm going to do the ships plus smithy. Craft 1, and I also want a loom, which takes metal and carotenoid. So we have a little bit of bone, which is our carotenoid. I hope that's how you pronounce that. And we definitely have the metal because we did that already. So let's grab a loom. Alright, then we're going to transfer all of this out of here. Alright, and then we can put these things down. Put them here for now. If you have mods, you might be able to pick them up. If you can't, then, you know, you'll have to destroy them and make new ones. And I'm just using T to transfer everything out. Alright. There we go. Alright, now that everything's in here, we're going to do a structure, we're going to do a shipyard, and the tiny one will make your dinghies. We don't want that. We want the small shipyard. So we're going to craft one of those up. Drop it in here. Alright, now let's go find a good place to place this thing down where we can easily get out to sea and not have the water too deep, etc. That looks like it might be a good spot. Alright, we're going to place it down quickly. We're going to run over here. We're going to take a look. That actually looks good. Dive in here. Yeah, that should be deep enough, right? I don't know about the other end though. We're going to have to look and see, can we actually get out of here. It doesn't look like it's going to be deep enough to get out of here. So quickly, we're going to run back over here. Look at it, hold E, and pick up shipyard. You have to be quick about it because it may just, you know, flake out and not let you do it. So we're going to walk over here because I can actually walk right here. Alright, let's go to the point where I can't walk. Hit. Okay, so that's what it looks like underwater. So let's see, can I place this down here? It does look like I can place it here. And I'm right in this channel too. Alright, let's see how that looks. Can I come underneath here? Yes. That looks really, really good. We have good clearance underneath. I am a little worried about this spot here, but it should be okay. It shouldn't be that bad. Let's get underneath here and get out of the deep water before we get eaten by like a manta ray or a shark or something. Let's look up top. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that side, but it should be okay. If anything, it'll push us out a little bit. You have to be careful where you place these. It will let you place it, like it would have let me place it facing this direction, but as you saw, my ship would have been stuck in here. I would have released the ship, it would have fallen in the water, and it would have been ready to go, except we wouldn't have gone anywhere because we would have run right into land. So Atlas doesn't care. There can be rocks and stuff underneath of you, and Atlas will be like, yeah, you can place the dock here, there's no problem, shipyard's fine. And then you go to release your ship and it falls on those rocks. Immediately, it will start to take damage. The planks will continuously take damage as it shifts around on those rocks until it scuttles itself. And if you don't believe me, when you're part of the GenX team, ask Jimmy. Ask Jimmy, he'll tell you. Alright. We spent like 3 hours one day collecting all the materials because we were shipwrecked on a Freeport island. We built a ship, we released it, and that was that. We ended up doing it all over again. Alright, so to build a ship, we need some of these materials. We do not need this. We are going to need some of this, like maybe 100 of it, I think. Not much more than that. 1 second. Uh-oh. I'm gonna AFK a second. My dog is barking at something. I need to go check it out. Verb. Alright, I'm back. Neighbor walking around outside. No packages being delivered. Okay. So we got wood, fiber, a little bit of metal. We need some of this. And we need some hide. I'm probably going to have to spawn some more hide in. And there's some hide. Okay. This is the hide base, by the way. Instead of going out and killing something else. You'll notice one of these is skin and one of these is hide, but they're both hide. Doesn't matter. Also, while we're here, we want to build planks. We're going to need planks for our ships. So we're going to go to structures, ship construction. We are building a tiny ship. And we need one deck. And we need 12 planks. But it's okay, I'm just going to spawn in. But we will build 2 of them. Okay, and that's essentially all you do is go collect the materials, come back, throw them in here. So, let's go all the way up. That's very, oh man, I don't have the plank ones in here anymore. Okay, well, we can do this. And we can fibers. Okay. So let's get rid of these, and this, and now structures, ship components, medium, planks. I can only build 5 of them now. I was able to build more than that earlier. Oh no, these are mediums. I want small. Oops, I'm glad I looked at that. Oh, 39, that's great. So we got 2, we need 10 more. Alright. So we're gonna have this. And go over there. Oh, yeah, look at my ship right now. My vessel is about to sink because it's overweight, but we're fine because right now it is anchored, but it is letting me know it's overweight. So if I step off of here, ba-doop, it's fine. The vessel's completely fine. So if I check the weight's okay, right? Actually, it's up here. But if I step aboard and we check the weight, yeah, that's a problem. Alright, so to speed this up, we're going to fly around a little bit. Okay, you can't do this if you're in water, but we're not in water. So we're just going to come over here, hit F, and we're going to transfer all of this stuff into here, and we're going to build ourselves a sloop. Right click, build one, and then we can get rid of all this because we don't need it in there anymore. Okay? And we now need, I'm going to build the Fire Spark sloop. Just Google Fire Spark farm any ship with a sloop and he will give you step-by-step build instructions on how to do it. I don't know how to do it all off the top of my head. That's fine. I mean, I might. We're gonna try. So I'm gonna need maybe 10 of these. Maybe maybe 10 of, let's say 20 of these. I don't know how many, I'm guessing. And then I'm gonna need more wood. And then some more thatch. Normally you would just go and build yourself a farmhouse, plop this thing down, and we're gonna build, I don't know, 55 of them should be enough. Alright. So basically if you go and you gather resources for about an hour or so, you're gonna end up with enough materials to build all of this. Takes me like 2 hours of gathering. I break my tools 3 or 4 times, come back, repair them, go back out again, do it all over again. And after doing that, I will have all the resources I need to basically build everything. And it takes about an hour or 2 of gameplay time. So it's not impossible. I know it looks like a lot, and I'm just spawning it all in. Again, this is just to show you how to get going. You don't have to build a sloop. You could do this with a lot less resources. You could just go buy a sloop, really, if you wanted to. I just happen to like the sloop and the way that it works, and so that's what I'm going to choose to try and go with. So let's transfer all of this into here. We do want a forge, so let's go ahead and craft one of those up, drop it down, and we're going to need to do this, and we're going to need, where's that iron? We're going to grab that. Come over here, we're going to grab this charcoal, light that up. Alright, so let's we're just going to use this thing here as our building platform, and we're going to drop our forge right there. That's the ships plus forge. We're going to drop all of this in here. And we have not unlocked metallurgy, have we? Do we have the stuff to do it? Metallurgy's here. We do not. I wonder how I give XP. Alright, let's try this. Hey, look, it worked. 24 levels, like that. Alright. Chemicals, metallurgy, and maintenance. Let's just go ahead and unlock that. And artillery, we need cannons, at least that. Okay. And we're gonna unlock advanced tools. We can unlock the rest of this if we really wanted to. We don't really need it right now, so we're not gonna. Alright, so with that, we should be able to open this up now that we have metallurgy and see that we have the options to make, they call them alloys, but they're actually just ingots. We're gonna light our fire up, and you'll notice this will turn blue. Click on it. You can right click and craft all, or just click, craft one, and we're just gonna hit A. Alright, so while that's going and that's going, we're going to fly back over here. There is our sloop. We're going to drop in our ship deck. We are going to start building our ship. Alright, so I hit Q to do this, and it will change where your snap points are. Okay. I actually want it right there. We're going to leave that. We are going to drop that there and down there. Okay. And then I have a few design differences than what Firespark does, but generally it's going to be the same thing there, and I think that's going to do it. We are going to just put a doorway here, a doorway there. Alright, now to get up and down off of this and make life easier, take one of these, go to some half stairs, and we are just going to drop some half stairs right there, and then we will fill in the rest of this with ceiling tiles. Okay, there we go, ceiling tiles check. We can now walk down here and walk all the way to the back. This is all going to be usable space now. Alright, and from here, there's a little glitch that we can do. The only reason we could place this half wall and do these things on the bottom here, and the only reason we can do the rest of this is because we have not placed any of the planks, so we can glitch other items into it. That said, once you place the planks, you cannot do this. So, let's get started by doing our sloped wall there. And we also want to do it... Oh, no, I just flew way too far out of the way. Here. And sloped wall there. Sloped wall there. And there. And go back to this one. Sloped wall there. There we go. That's all of our walls already. Wow. I might need a couple of extras. Come back over here and grab this stuff and make them. That's why I spawned it in. So from here we can add armor plates to our ship. Now you always want to build from the bottom up. You cannot place objects underneath other objects, so we're just going to start here. And come on, place. There you go. You can do all of this without flying. Again, I'm just doing it just to get it out of the way, and if I'm going to build a ship and I'm going to sail it around, it's going to be armored, and the armored sloop is amazing in my opinion. Okay. Once that's done, we're going to come around to the back here. We got a couple of options. The thing I like to do is either do the triangles, which is that one, hit Q to bring it over to here like so, and then you should be able to finish off the bottom by looking up and doing that. Okay. And now you're going to do the same thing for the front. Come over here. Alright, there you go. And now, right click to get rid of the build. Let me get rid of this so we don't accidentally make another one. We're going to do that all over again. But you see that there's this level, and then there's this level. We're going to go with this one, because remember, you can't build things underneath objects, you can only build things on top of objects. So we're going to start with that one first. And 6. We're going to do the same thing over here. And back to our triangles. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing back here. Alright, so there you go. And now, do it one more time, but we're going to do it for this top row here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triangle piece. Bend it in. Triangle piece. Bend it in. And we're going to do the same thing back here. Triangle piece, bend it in, and triangle piece, bend it in. Okay. From here out, we are done, I think. Yeah, we can do these two. And then that's it. We're done. Perfect amount. Alright. Last thing is, let's go ahead and grab this. We are going to put a ceiling doorway piece there, and then cover the top. And that's it. So that's basically our ship armored and holed up. Let's go grab our planks. Looks like we built a couple of extra things. It's fine, not a big deal. We do want a ladder. So let's make one of those, and we're going to want a door. So craft one. Craft one. Alright. Oh, it is foggy, so yes. What's rule number 2? If it's foggy, cut your sails with Z and stop what you're doing. Alright, so we're no longer overweight, I think. So let's stop flying because it bothers me. With just a cheat walk. Okay. Now that we can walk around, we're doing alright. So let's hop down here. Voila. We are going to drop our ladder like so, and hope that our door snaps to the side, which it did. Perfect. And there we go. Now we can get up and down using the ladder. We have all of this usable space back here, right? So let's put in our planks. Now we can put our planks in. And when you go to repair, you can repair each of these because you can reach the walls all the way around. So, perfect. Now, we basically have a ship. I could let it go, but we have no propulsion at the moment. Alright? So what we need to be able to do is make a... Oh, it is so foggy. Come over here. Let's grab this. Grab the food out. Drop you, and we need all of that charcoal. We're going to put the charcoal in here. And we're going to tell it make all. So it's going to make as many as it can. We're going to take the food because we're probably getting hungry. We're going to grab that, and grab this. Now the one thing we don't have is any wild rice or anything like that, or turmeric. So we're going to run out here real quick and we're going to look for some specific flowers. It would be better if I did this not being in the middle of the night, because I would be able to find them easier, especially when it's foggy. But there's nothing bad on this island, so I can walk out anywhere and it's not gonna... Those are fibers. What is that? Elderberries. Don't need elderberries right now. Need water and turmeric. And turmeric are these little red flowers. I'm not seeing them. Oh, what is this? Those are saps? Okay, that's not what I want. For some reason, I thought they were onions. Well, I know here's the water, so let's go dive in here and grab something to drink since we're here. And it's starting to lighten up anyway. Oh, there it is. There's the flower. This is turmeric, so we're going to need to eat some of that, because that's going to give us the yellow that we need in our diet. Once I run into this water and dive in, you will notice my water bar goes up, because I guess I'm drinking the water while I swim. And since we're here, oh, here's wild rice. So wild rice is also near the city, but I didn't grab any earlier. And here's some more turmeric. Alright. There. Now I have an inventory that I can eat a little bit of everything and be healthy. My water's refilled. I could just God mode it, but I just wanted to show you that's how you're going to collect your first starting materials in order to be able to eat. Alright. So now that we have... Oh, I thought that was rice too. It's just a piece of grass. Now that we have food taken care of, let's eat real quick, and then... that should fill me up, and it should roughly keep my nutrition levels about the same ish. Okay, so this, I'm gonna need some wood, some thatch, some of that, and some of that. And we're gonna come over to our Ships Plus loom, drop it all in, and we want, oh, I need a little metal. Not a problem, we can pull a little metal out of here. We have 60 something of those, so might as well wait for it to finish. Copper would have also been a good choice for this. Like I said, it takes wood, sap, and copper metal. So you usually want to run into iron or copper. Alright, so we're just going to pop these out. Turn that off. One of the mods is not allowing stuff to stack properly, but that's okay. As far as charcoal, alright, so we're going to come in here and we're going to craft one of those medium speed sails. Alright, so we can remove all of that. Well, we have all of this in our inventory. We need another bed. So let's build one. We need more storage. So we're going to make 2 of those. We need the rest of the stuff I think we build in here. We need a couple of things now. We're going to need a resource box. If I hover over it, it'll tell you what it does. This is where you pay your crew from, so we need one of those. We need a larder, because this is where we store food, and I'm going to use the Ships Plus larder. It's smaller, less weight. We need... we also need the echo stuff. Did I unlock it? I did not, but I will. Let's come over here to skills, basics, and I can't remember which one of these. It's either echoes or Peachy's, but one of these tables has what we're looking for. So we're going to learn those. Back over here, and we're going to build all 3 of those tables real quick. Craft 1. Craft 1. And what am I missing? Wood. Craft 1. Probably never sail this thing again, so it doesn't matter. We're just gonna put them over here out of our way. Oh, I gotta get a little closer. There. Alright, so I'm looking for at least one light. I'd like to have some lights aboard. And I really like these lights that they come with, so we're gonna craft one of them. Now this isn't part of the vanilla stuff. These are mods added after the fact. But I really like them, and so that's what I'm going with. And maybe it's this one here. Yes, the water barrel. Oh, give me that back. We're gonna craft this water barrel. Alright. There we go. So I've got water, storage, a bed, a light. I got the larder. And I've got the resource box. And we have the sail over here. Let's pull that out. Alright. So the last thing we're going to want, oh, I already pulled everything out of here, is a couple of cannons. Now remember, non-generic metal here, so you cannot build cannons here. You would have to sail off of this island, go get copper or iron, or whatever metal, turn it into alloys, build your cannons there, and then you would have to come back here. There is a fish right there, and he's just... Oh, I should have killed him when I saw him over here earlier. At any rate, you would have to get your metal, then you'd have to build your cannons, and then you'd have to sail back over here to talk to the crew recruiter in order to crew those cannons. You can crew your ship. You cannot crew the cannons, because you can't build cannons here, okay? I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. We're doing it here because I cheated in the iron. That's the only way to do it here. Okay, and it's a tutorial. I'm going to delete the world when we're done. I'm not playing here. Alright, we've unlocked the cannons and the artillery, so if we come over here to structures, cannons, we can build 2 of them. We have just enough materials to build 2, just enough hide. Perfect. That's all we need are 2 cannons. So we're going to grab both of those cannons. Alright, and I think the other thing I want is a campfire. So here, here, here. Build a campfire. Alright. Leave that. Everything else can come with me. Let's run over. Alright, and this is how you would outfit this ship. Other ships may be different, but we're going to start by one. Oh, I didn't make a wheel or a podium. Over here, type wheel, and I cannot craft one. Why? I'm out of wood. Craft one and a podium. We're going to craft one. Okay. Now I'm overweight. See if that helps. Good. Too much stuff in the inventory. Basically, I have everything we need to outfit our ship. Now, you could build a normal water barrel from vanilla. The problem is it has to rain for it to fill up. That's not always the case. Okay, sails. That's where we're going to start. Now, required sail units to place this sail is 1.7. So that rounds to 2. Current ship sail units available is 2. We're using 0.0 of 2.0. When we place this medium speed sail, it will use 1.7 of 2.0. So if that's rounded, that's 2. So 2 of 2. We will not be able to place any other sails up here. Okay? The sloop has 2.0. I know the schooner has like 4. I think the brig has 6. And I think the gal has 8. Or 16. I don't know. You have to build the sails, find the ship, try and place it. That's how it goes. Once you do those things, it will tell you how many units are available and if you're able to place it. If you're part of the GenX team, ask one of us, and we'll tell you probably what is one of the most common and probably the best configurations for whatever ship you want to use. Okay, so we are going to place this sail right there. Right behind that sail, we are immediately going to place... Actually, I was able to do this because of some mods, so let's try and place the wheel center mass to our ship. And we're going to try and place it upwards a little bit. And we're going to hit E. Now that's what you want to see when we man it. We're going to hit E to come off. If we placed it closer, alright, and we tried to man this, it would not pop out in the third person view. And if we have to drive this thing, we want it in third person view. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is place center mass, come here, right up to the line where the sign on the podium barely pokes out. I'm going to drop it right there. Again, if I hit E, it should pop out like so, and we're good to go. Now, the next things we're going to place real quick to get them out of our inventory because they're heavy are these cannons. And you should be able to get out here. Alright, so we're going to bring them back a little bit, and then we're going to put one on one side just until right there. We're not going to turn it. And then without moving our mouse, I moved my mouse a little bit. Oh well. We are going to come over, all the way over as far as we can, and we should just be able to place this one right next to it. So these are 2 cannons that can be crewed, and we now have cannons. We're going to go downstairs, get in there. We are going to place ship's resource box. We're going to place all of this, but yeah, we'll just do that. Ship's resource box should... Nope, that's the larder. There's a box. We want it behind our ladder. And just until the point where it starts to clip into the planks. We don't want it to clip into the planks too much, because if those planks get damaged and shot, so does this. That should be good enough. I should be able to walk to the side, open it up, close, walk to the ladder, climb up, jump off. Okay, ladder works. Ship's box works. We're good. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna place our larder down right about there. We'll take our water. I actually think I placed this back too far. Oh, I was supposed to also put a diving platform up here, and I forgot about that. I might still be able to put it up here. It's fine. Alright, so we're going to come down here. We're going to place this right here at the edge of the stairs, out of our way. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Alright, there we go. We can still walk through here. Yep. Yep, okay. So it looks like I placed this too far back. I should have placed it right here. That way I can walk around this side too. I can't really do that here, but I can pick this up and we can move it. So yes, I can fit through here. So we'll keep the sail right where it is. And we'll just put the larder right there. Okay. Still can be functional and work. Okay. We're gonna climb up. Oh, one other thing is the bed and the light and the campfire. So, bed, go sideways, and I'm gonna place that right about there. I'm gonna take my light and place it up out of my way, right around here. That should light up the inside of the ship sufficiently, especially back here. We're good. And I think that's everything but the campfire. So let's place that down. And we're just gonna place this over here out of our way, like so. Alright, can I walk past here? No, I can't. Pick it up real quick before the timer runs out. I know I can place it on top of here out of the way. Let's do that. Alright, campfire's out of our way. This is a tiny little ship. It will be really heavy, but it will be completely functional and do everything that you want. Now, I probably need more wood. We'll look first. Yeah. Alright, I need hide and metal, so there's hide, there's metal. We're gonna build one of those. Drop it there. And a smithy table. And a mortar. And a pestle. Alright, so these come with me. I want all of this charcoal. All of this flint, and about half of this metal. Alright, actually I'm going to want all this metal, let's just be honest. But first, I also need an ammo box, which I forgot about. So we're going to grab one of those, and always bring a repair kit. Oops. Alright, so that's that. All that metal. Okay, and now I'm slow. We're going to come back over here. Okay. Slowly walk in here and see if we are able to place down our platform. If you cannot place it, you will have to remove the roofs from these two sections and the ceiling tiles from those two sections, and then you'll be able to place this down. One of the mods allows me to place it through here anyway, so perfect for me. Now we have a tiny diving platform. I want to drop these two things down. Here, do this, drop this in, drop that in. And I should be able to make gunpowder. Just going to craft it all. So this is how you create gunpowder. We're just going to take all of it. We're going to take our metal, the gunpowder, and some more flint. We're going to throw it in here. I say weapons, ammo, and we're missing more gunpowder. Okay. I will fix that here in a moment. The last thing we need to place, I think, is an ammo box, and I could just place that anywhere. The ship's small enough, everybody should have access to it. A tiny little ammo box. Alright. Here, let's see, what do we have? We're going to pull all of our food out, not that. We're going to bring our saps, bring our gold, bring all of our food. Normally I would bring seeds and everything else, but that's not needed. We're going to need some of this, some of this. Actually, some of that. Some of that. We're going to need that. And good there, and all of that. Okay. So normally we would need more flint. I would get a bunch more metal. I'd make a ton of cannonballs. What this will do, we are almost ready to get on out of here. We'll start on the sailing portion. So, let's pull this out. We are going to split this in half. Put all of that in. Make all of that by hitting A. Then everything else can get dropped in there, along with repair items, hide, fiber, badge, some wood, and we need to pay our crew, so let's move out 10 of this, because we need to buy at least 2 crew right off the bat. We're not going to be able to crew up totally, so we'll sail around the island once and then dump some more into crew. And then this can go in here. We will actually want to put a little bit of metal in there as well. We'll just round it off. There we go. There we go. Let's come back here. That should be full of water now. We'll drink. It takes a little bit to fill it up. How's our food? Our food situation's looking good. So let's transfer all of our food in here. Go to our diving platform. Access inventory. You can only access the inventory from downstairs when you build ships like this. But there you go. You drop your oil into there. And now you can actually use your diving platform. So come back here. We're going to access the inventory for this. Split half. We're going to take that and drop it in and go ahead and light that up because that's going to continue making charcoal for us. And then the rest of this can just go in here like so. Alright, so let's check this out. Pull out our gunpowder, drop it in here. Get gunpowder in there, weapons, ammo, and we're going to make hit A if you right click. Remember, craft all is A. That only made 10. That's a sad, sorry state of affairs. We only have 10 cannons. We probably won't sink anything with just that. But what we can do is go get ourselves into some trouble. We'll probably end the stream after that. Alright, let's hop over here. We need to throw this out. We're good. We'll just let it burn. It's fine. Alright, so technically we are ready to set sail right now. I do, however, want to crew it first. I'm going to AFK really quick. We're going to come back. We're going to crew it up. We're going to set sail. Give you some pointers on how to sail a ship when it's crewed. And we're going to go get in a fight and probably get sunk. So, be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for letting me take a little bit of a break there. Coming back, we are just running over to go get crew real quick. Might as well drink some water. Hit X to lay down real quick. Alright, so you notice that I'm sprinting and I'm using a ton of my stamina right now. A quick way to regain stamina, especially when you're out here collecting materials and you're swinging, and you're getting really tired, is to stop real quick, hit X, and lie on the ground. And you'll notice the stamina bar is going to start replenishing really fast. You need to pop right back up, and off you go to go do it again. Alright, so we're going to come to the crew recruiter, hit E, and you notice it's green now, the text. Earlier it was red. We're going to right click and recruit, right click and recruit. We want to make sure we set our crew to follow us at a much shorter distance. Right? So, set our behavior. We don't want them attacking, we want them to be passive. Now don't click at that last one. Alright, so you hold E, go to behavior, you'll click that. You're going to go to follow distance now. Click that. Now you want to set it to lowest, you're going to hover the mouse over it and you're going to let go of E. Alright? This is important because later on, when you are sailing your ship and you tell them to sail in this direction, when you click, and let's say you're sailing closer to another shipmate on another ship, and you tell them to sail towards that direction, and you click that, that act of clicking tells cannons to fire in that direction, okay? So, hold E, behavior, the last thing we're going to change is ignore group whistles. And this is so that way when you accidentally whistle, you don't call everyone else's crew around you to come right then and there. Alright, you've got some impressive chops, my friend. We're going to set you up as well by behavior. Attack target, we're going to set you to passive, and we're not going to click it, we're just going to release E. Hold E again, behavior. Follow distance from medium to lowest, and then release it. And then hold E again, behavior, ignore group, and we're going to release E. Alright, if you look up here it says following me and following me. Now when I walk away, yep, they are much closer. And this is what we want. Now we're going to take them back to our ship. Our ship can only hold so much crew in the very beginning, so we cannot crew up the cannons right away. This is not an issue. We are going to just go take our crew. We're going to crew our sails. We only have the one. And we're going to crew our steering wheel. We only have the one. So that's 2 crew that we need. We will have ourselves. That's 3 total crew. And then I think it holds 4 right out the gate. So that leaves us the 1 extra in case of... Whoa, there are bears here. I did not know that there were bears here. You could tame a bear on the starter island. It's a tier 2 tame. I'm not going to go over taming. I don't know much about it. I don't do the taming in our group. But apparently you beat the snot out of them until they're almost dead. You bolo them. And then you feed them their favorite meal until they develop Stockholm Syndrome and they love you. I don't know what else to say about that. So let's make sure both of them can walk up here. Now, I can just hold E and say transfer to the sloop. Which I might do anyway, but I actually want to bring them aboard and have one of them get on the sails. So he's going to be on the sail. And I did that by just walking closer towards the sails than I was towards the cannons. Now that I only have one person to worry about, I will slowly... Man, that's what I didn't want to have happen. Okay, there she is. Can I... Nope, you're going to want to use the cannon. Let's see if I can walk you this direction. Here. Use steering wheel. Okay, perfect. Otherwise, I could have just transferred them directly to the ship. Alright, so now we have our crew. If we come back here and we hit E, you'll notice the top right hand corner, there is a wheel with a giant X up there. Oh no! That giant X means... Stretch! That's not what it means. That giant X means... we do not have access to the wheel. But that's okay, because we put somebody on the wheel, so obviously we don't have access to the wheel. Somebody's already manning the wheel. So, you see the white arrow? I already explained that's wind. There will be an orange arrow. That is the direction you are sailing. And the yellow arrow on the back, or that yellow line, is the tiller of the ship. So, we need to release our ship. We will do that by holding E, and we will say release ship. The USS tutorial. We will hit accept, and congratulations, you have a ship. If there were rocks underneath of you and you release this, you would have just scuttled your ship. So. Now you can build everything here that we've built. Again, I will say this again. You can build everything we've built here on the starter island, with the exception of the cannons. You will have to go to another island, source metal, turn it into ingots, and build your cannons. Okay? So, to sail your ship, this is the easiest way. You command the podium. You look in a direction. You hold T to bring up your whistle menu, and you say, sail in my facing direction. The person on the sails will automatically line up the sail to catch the best wind, the best amount of wind. We're going to sail out of this harbor, and we are going to sail around to the other side. So, we are going to... There are pirates that direction, so we're going to sail this direction. But we are going to be quick about it, and we're going to stay near the shoreline. And the reason for that is we are in a sloop now. Pirates, ships of the damned, all those things, they will attack us. We do not have cannons yet. Well, we do, but we don't have them manned. So the sloop needs to gain a little bit of levels. So we're going to stay near the shoreline and skirt around. There we go. The sloop has gained a level. We're going to look at our ship and hit F. As you can see, our weight is pretty heavy. That's fine. You can always add weight. For now, though, we are a 3 of 5 crew. We need more crew. So we need at least 2 more. That'll put us at 5 of 6. And that will be good enough for this tutorial. I normally take the sloop until it's about level, until it has about 10 crew available, or the ability to hold 10 crew. Because I can, I don't know, have a chicken and put a chicken on board, and then it will lay eggs for me. I could put a spare crew in the bottom, and then whenever I am pulled into a port or a dock and I'm anchored, that spare crew will automatically repair planks and repair the deck of the ship. It won't repair the outside of the ship, the wood roof armor pieces that I have everywhere, but they'll repair everything else that really makes it a ship. Alright, we've gained another level, and now I can feel free to put some into weight, or damage, or resistance. These are the things that I would concentrate on. Right now we're really heavy, so I'm going to put it into weight. Now we're at 2,000 pounds of 34, so we're looking better. And we're just going to continue to sail all the way around here. Now you would think, oh, well you could just go in there and sail through there and get into that city. Well, you could in this ship, it is small enough, and it's shallow enough water that this ship can make it. The depth of it is shallow though. So it is also shallow enough water that other ships will not be able to. Everything else will get beached. So this, between these two pillars here, is where you want to actually take your ship into, and be careful of the rocks that dot this entire area. Should be okay. Oh, we're going directly into the wind, that's why. Well, we would have done it anyway. Can I get a little wind if I turn the sails that way? I think so. As long as there's no rocks over here, we should be... Nope, it's just as bad over there. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we're just going to slowly make our way over here. Again, you hold T, sail in this direction, and then you let go of T. You do not click the button. Alright, that's how you end up shooting people. Alright, across the bottom of the screen, you're going to see front 1, back 2, left 3, so forth and so on, all the way down the line. You'll notice that there are some purple ones starting with 5. Hit 5, 6, 7, 8, and 0. There's nothing on those groups, so you do not need them highlighted. The only guns we have are the back guns, so we will hit 2. We will keep that highlighted as purple. Alright, there are a lot of rocks around this area here, so be careful. If you decide to bring your ship in, you can, however, pull right up here to the port, to the dock. Just see the rocks right there, right in front of me. Hit Z to close the sails, and I just did damage to my planes. It's alright. It happens. So we are going to slowly get out of here. Close our sails again. And open them just a little with W. And now we can hit spacebar because we're going into the wind again. It'll be okay. And then close them. And pull into port here. Alright, so we did a little damage. It's fine. We're okay. We are just gonna slowly make our way up to about here. Hit Z to fully close our sails. We're gonna point away from the dock, and we're gonna hold T and say, sail in my facing direction. It's always a good idea to turn your ship around and get it ready to go out to sea before you get off the ship. Once you step off the ship, it will automatically drop an anchor if it's in shallow enough water. Okay? The bigger the ship, the deeper the anchor can drop. In this case, we need a pretty shallow ocean floor in order to be able to set an anchor down. Alright, we are completely turned around, so I will hit E to get out of the podium. And I can now step off, come over to here. Actually, I can just hit Control F and open up the ship's resource box. Right. Transfer this out. Set amount. We only need 10 because crew is 5 each. Transfer it back. Alright. A little thing about the crew is you can only have so many level 1 crew from the crew recruiter, okay? If you are on a server and you go to get crew, I think it's like 10. What you have to do is put them on your ship, have them man a station, and then sail around a little bit and walk up to them later, hit E to access their inventory, and voila, they have a level up. They only have 1 level up, so we'll hit wait, put it in wait, it's safer. If you put it in melee and they decide they're going to mutiny, then they're going to be beating the snot out of you. If you put it in health and they mutiny, then when you're trying to kill them, you're going to be beating the snot out of them, it's going to take it longer. But if you put it in weight, it's safe. If they mutiny, they can carry a lot of weight, but they don't have any health and they don't hit very hard, so you're good. And we're gonna do the same with the other guy who's on the sails. Is he back here getting cooked in the fire? No, is he on this side? I don't see where he is. He's got to be on the sails on one of these areas. Oh, there he is. He's back here getting cooked by the fire. Alright, so we are going to have to go downstairs. Now, I can go downstairs through here. I can hit Control F and just teleport to my bed, which is what I'm going to do. And there he is. We are going to... It won't let me do it from here, so I have to go back up top. Not a problem. Lieutenant's command podium. Come here, hit Control, scooch down until it says E. There we go. Access his inventory. Throw it in wait. Now he's level 2. And now what that means is I can crew 10 more level 1 crew. Alright? So if you're on a server with a bunch of people and you can only pull 2 crew, that means a bunch of other people have a level 1 crew. So walk around, ask permission to go aboard their ship. You never hop aboard a ship without asking permission. Okay, always step up, request permission to come aboard. They'll grant it, then you're allowed. Okay, and then fix their crew form. So we're going to recruit 2 more people, and just like last time, we're going to tell them behavior, attack, set to passive, behavior, medium, lowest. Oh, and behavior, ignore group listings. Same thing for this guy. Now, if you're gonna take your people aboard ashore, and you want them to fight for you, then obviously giving them some health and some melee damage and maybe some better gear is a good idea. Making sure that they have gold and they're getting paid and they're getting fed is a good idea. So we are going to use cannon, use cannon. Now if I Control F and come back here, close that up. Now we only have 10 cannonballs, so we're not going to do a ton of damage. But what we are going to do is sail in this direction. And we're going to roll out here. And as soon as we pull away from shore, we are going to, we're going to go see if we can go dive for that shipwreck if I can find it. It may not even be available since we had a storm. 2, let's throw some more into weight. Normally I would put it into damage or resistance by now, but weight's fine. If we don't find a shipwreck, maybe we can find a ship and at least show you how to get in a fight. We're not going to sink anything because I don't have enough cannonballs. That's okay. I would normally carry about 100 on this ship, maybe 200 if I have the weight. Cannonballs are pretty heavy. But what we'll do now is I'll show you what the diving suit is like by just jumping in it and going underwater with it. I don't really see a shipwreck out here at the moment, so we'll hit Z. We're going to close our sails. And once the sails are fully closed, and only when they're fully closed, there we go. We have oil in this, so we can just equip our diving suit. And if we hit the mouse wheel out, you can see us in it. Mouse wheel in, and we'll just hop right overboard. And now we are safe from sharks, manta rays, anything that wants to eat us. As long as we don't attack it, they won't attack us. And we can come all the way down to the bottom of the floor where it gets really, really dark and you can't see anything because I don't have a dive light at the moment. So I'll come right back up. But underwater you can get shipwrecks and you can loot them. And that is a great source of gold, early game gold. Now, I hit X after I got up here and it disconnected the dive suit. Okay, I'll show you that again. I'll hit, you can see I've got the attachment, it's on me. I'm breathing through it. I hit X. Boom, it goes away. Now I'm standing aboard my ship and I'm naked. I'm not naked, I do have undies on, but let's go ahead and reclothe ourselves. And a repair hammer out because I might need to do repairs later. And now we're gonna go set sail and see if we can go find a pirate ship real quick and shoot it. Alright. You see the trough? This is actually a trough above their head. That means they are getting fed. They are eating berries out of the larder as they need it. And you must have that available on your crew. Otherwise they're gonna get mad, they're gonna die because they're gonna lose health. Alright. So hop back up here and we'll just keep a lookout. Oh, there's a shipwreck right there. Look at that. It's probably the same one. Wow, that looked out. Oh, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. Nope, it's right behind me. That's... I should be able to reach that. Maybe not. That's a little far for me to reach, but let's go try. We are going to hop in here. Use our dive suit, and we're just gonna walk right back here. Jump in the water. Go all the way down to the bottom. It's gonna get dark. I apologize ahead of time. There's not much that I can do. I mean, I could have went and gotten some gems or some crystals and built a dive light, but we're not going to do that right now. It's too late for that. No regrets. We're going for it. Once you get down here, you might be able to see that. I don't know. It is pretty dark. I like to come right down to the bottom, and I'm looking for that highlight right there. What that means is there is sunken treasure here. This would be better during the daytime when there was a little light to see by, because I can barely see where I'm going right now. Yeah, I can't see where I'm going. I wonder, can I get a dive light? Let's hit I for inventory for a minute so I can... Oh. Whatever you do, don't hit X down here. I wonder if I could just spawn in a light. Is it called a lantern? I think it's called a lantern. Sorry about that. Let's go here, and we're just gonna have to suck it up. Yep, I'm sorry, it's too dark and I can't see it, so we're not gonna dive for it. But there's usually treasure in there. I wonder if I have the stuff to actually build one quickly. Oh well. You can see it. I'm going to hit Control F and just teleport to here. And hit X to get rid of my dive suit. And there was trouble out this way, so that's where we're going to go next. Alright, so back to the bottom bar. You'll notice that I have a stop. Hand up saying stop, and it says press C. And what that is that's telling the crew on the cannons to just chill out a little bit. It's okay. You don't need to man the cannons 100% of the time. It's alright, you can relax. If you have gun ports, you hit R to open and close gun ports. Okay. You hold, remember I said you never hit, don't tap the, when you're holding T, you don't hit the left mouse button, because if you tap the left mouse button, it says hold, but what it really means is you hold it to aim and you let go to fire, okay? Now the right mouse button, it actually has a gun by it. I don't know why. But what the right mouse button does is you hold, it'll pop up like this, and it's looking for a target right now, okay? So we don't really have a target because there's no ships out. So if we just let go, it will stop targeting. But just having a target isn't enough. We need to set our guns to fire at will right now. And you do that by pressing V. So what that does is our cannons are now hot, okay? If I were to have a target, they would automatically start shooting at it. Or if I target something, they will start firing cannonballs. Now we only have 10, so I can only have 5 volleys because they're both gonna fire at the same time. So here, I'm gonna add some more into weight, and then, I mean, I might as well just do weight. Who cares at this point? I'm not gonna spend any in skill. We're just going to continue on until we find some trouble to get into. Normally there are ships right off of the island too, which is really weird. I'm hoping that we can find those pirate ships again. It looks like we did right there. Perfect timing. We are going to sail into the wind. It's fine, because when it comes time, I will sail out of the wind. This same concept will work for any ships that you find. As long as you have enough cannons to keep firing at them, you can basically kite all the ships. So there's another ship. There's probably an even bigger ship around. It's okay. Yep, there's another tinier ship. We're going to go directly into the wind. And we're going to present a little helpless target. Oh, it looks like somebody's actually coming after us now. We're going to cut our sails a little bit because I don't want to get too fast and too far ahead of them. Hold right click. Grab them as a target. Oh, and they overshot. I'm going to hit spacebar. And then we are going to go with the wind. There's one volley. And we hit him. Alright, so what we're going to do is turn around and get situated. Oh no! And we're going to fire on this guy here. He's trying to turn broadside on us so he can fire on us. We're going to go against the wind by opening up our sails all the way, but hitting spacebar. And he's nowhere near hitting us, so we're going to slow down a little bit. And grab the next ship in line. Yeah, right now we're going after the big one, so let's just keep going. We'll let them catch up. And this is what you do. This is how you kite ships. I'm going to hit C so they stop attacking for a moment. I'm going to let whoever's going to catch up, catch up. Now you can take a few hits. Matter of fact, let's slow down to see if this hits. No. You can take a few hits in this, so it's not a huge issue. There's our 2. Do we hit it? Just slightly out of range. Let's slow down a little more. Basically, all we want to do is kite these guys. And we're probably getting close to being out of... There we are. We're out of cannons. We're out of... Boom! We hit them again. Okay. So we're basically done now. We don't have any more cannonballs, and I'm not going to make any more. But you can see that if you had enough cannonballs, you could easily continue to do this. You pull one ship, you might take a hit or two, no big deal. And you just, you know, run around and kite them away. Because you're going with the wind, you're going to be fast enough to outrun them, if need be. As you can see that I'm doing now. And they are coming towards you, and you're shooting at them, so you have further distance than their cannons do, okay? That was set, that was with my cannons set at medium, by the way. Let's, I'm gonna go beach myself over here, and I will show you what I mean. I did not change the cannon settings at all, but what I should have done was come back here, hold E, and set range from medium to high, and we would not have needed to get near as close as where we were. And there we are, we're gonna beach ourselves. And I think we're done. That's basically the tutorial. We're not going to sink any ships again. We don't have the ammunition for it. It looks like they're going to come around and try to sink us. That's fine. I'm okay with that. At any rate, everyone, thanks for watching. I will be posting this to the YouTubes. If you're watching it there, like, subscribe, comment down below, all of that jazz. And, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the... He's gonna come over here and try and sink us anyway. Let's see if we can hide behind here. We'll let it scuttle. There's no reason not to. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully this tutorial has helped everybody out and get started on the server. And also, oh yeah, he's definitely coming at my ship, and it's gonna sink. Goodbye, USS tutorial. Goodbye, crew. Oh, he despawned. Wow, that lucked out. He must have despawned because he was near the Freeport Islands. That's the only thing that I can think of. But we did take damage. We are able to walk around here. 4,000 of 4,000, 4,000 of 4,000. Like I said, you can take a few hits in this thing. It's gonna be fine. E to repair. E to repair. And this is just gonna take materials out of that box back there, and it's gonna repair portions of your ship. This little ship, it's heavy, but it's a tank, man. I mean, I like it. Alright. Again, hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment down below. I'll have a list of all the mods that I used in this thing, and later.